what's up you guys, Aftershare Reacts here, and today I'm going to be reacting to some more Person of Interest. This is Season 1, Episode 6. And this was selected by Al, so thank you so much for your support, Al. Right. For some reason I thought we're up to Episode 7, I don't know why. Yeah, last episode we dealt with like a judge. I'm intrigued to see what we're going to do this episode. Let's get into it.
Callahan Car Service.
Zoe Morgan, you changed my driver.
Sorry for the inconvenience, Ms. Morgan, but Bill's come down with laryngitis. Caught it from his son.
Which son?
The younger one. We've sent our best driver in his place.
She's very,
I'll be
paranoid.
the judge of that. No small talk, no questions. You stay in the car and you keep your eyes on the road. You settle up at the end of the night.
I look forward to it.
Oh, that's a bit rude. I'd never understand American money. I will literally never understand it. Why is it so rippable? Why? Man, if we cut out, like, you have to cut our money, okay? And, like, if you were to do that, nobody accepts that shit.
Little trouble picking this lock, Mr. Reese. It's not as easy as it looks.
Never mind, I'm in.
What if she has an alarm? I guess you could probably turn that off.
No photos of family or friends. Some jazz records. She dropped out of law school, no current employer, but she buys a $2 million apartment for cash 3 years ago. What's she gotten herself mixed up in? Where does she keep the things she cares about? Where do you?
I don't have any things I care about.
Flip,
Zoe,
you got it?
you know I always come through for you.
Looks like a gun, maybe?
Be good, Slip.
She just paid for something. A lot of money. Cash.
Do you know what it is?
No. You want to know where people hide things, Finch? Underneath.
I thought it was a gun. It kind of looked kind of
Keep your eyes on the
chunky.
road.
I mean, to be fair, you have to look in the rear view mirror every once in a while. Oh, another gun.
Uh-oh.
How many guns you hanging out with?
Leave it running. I won't be long.
Finch, the item she bought was a gun.
But she's already got a gun.
Why does she need another one?
Only reason you buy a gun off the street is so it's untraceable. Possible her number came up because she plans to kill someone. Finch, she's a shooter. Target's a cop.
Maybe she's
Lieutenant
giving it.
Gilmore.
Not so.
You owe me one. And so does the cop who left his sidearm in the subway bathroom.
Believe me, he knows. You saved a good cop's career. We need all the men we can get right now.
You sure it doesn't have to do with the fact that he's your nephew?
Either way, I'm grateful.
And in a perfect world, gratitude would be enough. That politically motivated investigation that you're running into Councilman Rush, about time you wrap it up, don't you think?
Now I know where the term necessary evil comes from. That makes it square?
No, but it's a good start.
So she retrieved someone's gun that was left.
See anything interesting tonight?
Nothing worth mentioning.
Be here tomorrow, 10 sharp.
I hope you're out of there, Finch.
I was just thinking that.
Do you know what she does yet?
She does favors. For a price.
Assuming then that she's the victim. Any idea who'd want to take her out?
Who wouldn't?
Is that a double entendre?
Okay, Finch, looks like Zoe's meeting with some businessmen. Sending you photos. Got another guy watching from an SUV. Run a license plate for me.
It'd be super awkward if those were like blurry bitches.
Miss Morgan?
Got a hit on that license plate. Registered to
Samuel Douglas, head of crisis management for Tannen Pharmaceuticals.
Familiar with Anthony Talbot?
Should I be?
He's an investment blogger. No ethics or boundaries. He'd do anything to get an inside scoop, including violate our employees' right to privacy.
We wouldn't be talking if this had anything to do with just an employee. So what's he have in your boss?
Douglas's boss is the gentleman in the car, Mark Lawson.
A recording, he claims, a conversation with a certain young lady that could be misconstrued.
An affair? Who cares?
His wife. Mr. Lawson is in line to run Britannia.
Okay,
He
so
already
this is
runs
the
the day-to-day.
conversation at the beginning.
But his father-in-law is still the CEO. What the old man doesn't know.
What's Talbot asking?
40,000. His cell phone number's in there. Oh, and one more thing.
I'll get the recording. I don't need to know what's on it.
We appreciate your discretion.
Good afternoon, Mr. Talbot.
Nicely pretended to send a skirt.
I understand that you have something of interest to my client.
You know, it is amazing what you can find just drifting out there in the ether. One thing I have learned about the smartest guys in the room, they just can't keep it in their pants.
You know why I'm here. You know how I feel. I can't hide it anymore.
This is all 40?
Count it.
You should talk about how, like, is that
At
the only
home.
copy? And
By the way, I would have asked for 80. Maybe it's a skirt thing.
there's no proof that
Talbot's a
that is
blackmailing
the only...
scumbag, but hardly a threat. What about her previous jobs?
No client list in her apartment. You need to get her talking.
Easier said than done.
What is that?
Oh, just some old bootlegs. You like jazz?
You do?
Sure. Always loved what Miles Davis said about jazz. Don't play what's there. Play what's not there.
Really?
You seem to know how to play people.
I don't play people, I fix their problems. And to answer your question, no, I hate jazz.
I don't like jazz either.
Were you supposed to be meeting with 2 people or 1?
What does it matter?
Let me take care of this, Zoe.
It's Ms. Morgan. Get back in the car.
Yeah, that was a bit presumptuous there, I think.
Didn't tell me this was a party. Talbot handed it over. No problems.
Did you listen to this?
You didn't hire me to listen.
Mr. Lawson would like to personally thank you.
His fee is all that's necessary.
No, we insist. Walter, get the driver.
I guess in a way he fixes things too.
Get out.
Yes, I'm paying you to do more than drive.
Mr. Reese, are you okay?
Yeah, the handoff was an ambush. Douglas tried to kill both of us.
Oh, thanks. I was there, remember?
Is she safe?
For now, a little shaken up.
Who are you talking to?
They're willing to kill for that recording. We need to find out what's on it.
Send me Talbot's address.
Who the hell are you?
You say we're in the same business, fixing problems. I had information that you might be in danger.
Who gave it to you?
You have your people, I have mine. We need to find the journalist who sold you that recording. Find out what's on it.
I made a copy. I'm discreet, not stupid.
Good. Of course there'd be
Can't
copies.
hide it anymore.
Who's the girl on the tape?
No idea.
Of course there would be copies. Like, come on, once it's out there, it's out there.
Stay here.
Mr. Reese, report on the police pen. Talbot is dead. Apparent cardiac arrest.
Oh, Douglas moves fast. They're killing everyone who had contact with that recording.
They're going to this much trouble. They'll be coming after Ms. Morgan again. You need to stay with her.
Why didn't they get the number for Talbot then?
That's gonna
I
be a
don't
problem.
understand this sometimes.
Mr. Partridge. Mark Lawson, pleasure to meet you, sir.
Thank you for meeting me on such short notice.
I thought I knew everyone with an investment portfolio as broad as yours.
When you're in a position where people want your money, a little anonymity is rather rewarding. From my time in Japan, I learned never to go to a business meeting empty-handed.
That is too generous. Thank you. Would you care for a tour of our facilities? What we like to focus on is what people really need. Pain relief.
I can certainly relate to that.
We reached a 20% market share last year. And that's only going to rise with the launch of our new product line anchored by Siloset.
Siloset.
New migraine drug. Revolutionary. Just approved by the FDA.
Is that what you use to fake an aneurysm?
Mr. Partridge, Robert Keller.
This is an impressive empire you've built here, sir.
Oh, it's Mark's empire now. Retirement isn't officially till next spring, but he makes all the big decisions. Don't tell anyone. I'd hate to lose my table at the country club.
If you'll excuse me, Mr. Partridge.
Mark has done an incredible job, not only in keeping our finances
could be
in
him
order,
that's
but
organizing
overseeing a
the
good
dive.
amount of product research.
Mr. Keller, I like what I see here. I'm confident my money is in good hands.
Lovely meeting you.
Flash drives recovered. Talbot won't be a problem again.
Great work.
There's just one loose end. Zoe Morgan. She had a bodyguard posing as a driver.
It's not a loose end. That's the whole damn thing falling apart.
I'll handle her.
And the driver, too. Nothing can connect us to this thing.
Lieutenant Gilmore. Almost didn't recognize you without that cute uniform.
What do you want now?
There's going to be a break-in at Vertanen Pharmaceuticals tonight. I need you to make sure that the police don't respond.
After this, we're done.
All right, Finch. Our cameras are in place.
Have full coverage. Proceed.
So these people are trying to kill you. Your plan is to break into their offices.
I prefer the direct approach.
The south entry. Any guards on the other side?
2 guards on the first floor, none in the stairwell.
Going in.
Do I ever get to meet your imaginary friend?
He's a very private person.
There's a guard on the 3rd floor stairs. He's coming your way. You're clear. Go.
Probably one of those guys that can get out of anything with a paperclip. Where'd you learn this stuff?
It's a long story.
Still clear, Mr. Reese.
They deleted Dana Miller's email and browser history months ago.
Nothing is ever really deleted, Mr. Reese. Pieces are always out there. You just have to know how to put them back together. Use the recovery software.
Right there. She accessed this file a dozen times in the days before she was killed.
Looks like a clinical trial for the new drug, Silicet. FDA approved.
But it's been altered. These are 2 files with the same name, but the older one is slightly larger.
6 names are missing from the trial data for 10 and submitted to the FDA.
I need those names, Mr. Reese. They're all dead, Mr. Reese.
Dead?
Every person on that list died of heart failure within a year of taking the drugs. Lawson must have dropped them from the study and paid the locals to hide it.
Their new wonder drug is a killer.
6 people out of 200, that's a 3% mortality rate. If 1 million people take that drug, 30,000 could die.
Wait, what does that sound?
Air conditioning, why?
That's what I've been missing. Listen, don't talk, don't move. I need a clean recording. Perfect. I'll be in touch.
Well.
Uh-oh.
Guess we should call the cops, huh?
Bad move, Lieutenant. If I can't trust you, I'll have to destroy you.
Something makes me think you won't get that chance. Besides, I held up my end. You wanted the cops not to respond? This is the cops not responding.
Reese, I think I found something. Mr. Reese?
I told you I'd handle it. I've got them both.
I'm on my way.
So, John, how did you know I was going to be in trouble?
Given your choice of career, it doesn't seem like much of a stretch. You might consider a new line of work.
You're one to judge. Besides, you don't know anything about me.
I know almost everything about you. I know you grew up in a nice house in Yonkers. I know your dad was a city official till he got snared in a corruption case. I know you spent the rest of your childhood in a little apartment in Queens with your mother. About the only thing I don't know about you is why you started doing whatever it is you do.
I don't know why they wouldn't have just killed them.
My dad was a party man, machine politician. He did what he was told, right up until the cops showed up, put the cuffs on him. The local press was camped out on our lawn for weeks. Then this guy showed up. The guy that the party would send to deal with uncomfortable situations. He said 2 words. And those reporters, they packed up and they left. And they never came back. And I realized that's what I want to be. The person who knows what to say and always has something to trade.
So we're finally face to face.
You're making a mistake, Mark.
I'm not the one handcuffed to a chair. So you saw the Silicet report?
Hope you don't mind. I emailed a copy to a friend so I could read it more thoroughly.
Okay, so where is it now?
With the only person I trust. And if anything happens to us, that report goes public. Everyone will know your new drug kills. What do you think Keller will do to you when he finds out?
Tell you what, since Zoe loves negotiating so much, I'll offer you 2 a deal. First one to give up that report gets to live.
You're leaving me with no choice. I'm gonna go to Keller.
You want to tell the old man? Here's your chance.
Do you think anything happens in my company without me knowing it, young lady? How stupid do you think I am?
Mr. Partridge, you're on with Mr. Keller.
I figured as much.
Mark? Why aren't they dead yet?
She says she has a copy of the report.
And just when I thought you could handle something truly important, Miss Morgan, be reasonable.
It's kind of dumb, like selling a drug that can kill people. Like you'll get found out. Like, what is the benefit for you? You will get found out.
Moral crusade doesn't suit you. The Zoe Morgan I know is reasonable. Knows when to make the smart play.
I'll get you the report. I'll bring you right to it. Told you. Always have something to trade. Let's go.
You know, you really shouldn't be surprised by what Zoe did. Never trusted that bitch. Always looking for an angle.
Potassium chloride.
Government uses it for lethal injections. Stops the heart in minutes. What do you mean, really?
Lucky you.
Lucky me?
I'm on my way now. The Naval Yard.
Jail rules, no more phone calls.
Clever girl.
Finch.
Been trying to get you for 2 hours. Keller's involved. He and Lawson worked it together, up to and including Dana's murder.
I know. Killer blindsided us, and so did Zoe. She's about to hand over the copy of that trial data to Lawson.
You should be more trusting, Mr. Reese. Zoe just sent me her destination. Naval Yard. Sound familiar?
I'm on my way.
Mr. Keller. Sorry I'm late.
Sorry I started without you, Mr. Partridge, but you're as old as I am. You can't waste a minute. What's your poison?
Like a drug that kills people, that many people,
What are we
like,
doing here?
you'll get found out.
You want your report, right?
And then what will you have?
It's right over there. You want me to go get it, or you?
No, I don't think so. You know what I think? I don't think you emailed that report to anybody at all. I think it's been right here all along.
You picked a perfect time to join us, Mr. Partridge. Once Silas Head goes on the market, you'll never have to invest in another company again.
See, anybody else, they would have sent this report to the police or the press. Not you. You just couldn't resist holding on to one more card. So you did send it to the one person in the world you could trust, yourself. Now you're gonna take it to the grave. Let's get the hell out of here.
Migraine, huh? Heard they got a pill for that now.
Took your time.
At what point did you know you were gonna do the right thing?
Not 2 seconds before I slipped you the paperclip.
Pleasant as it is to talk, the board and I do need to know what your intentions are, now that you own 8% of Vertanen.
Actually, I've sold my shares in Vertanen. I had a tip that the price is about to take a nosedive.
Tip?
That senior management was about to have some very serious legal problems. In fact, I took my initial investment and I shorted your company to the tune of 500 million shares.
If you're betting against me, you clearly don't know who you're dealing with.
Oh, I know exactly what kind of man I'm dealing with. And I know you don't care who you hurt to get what you want. I know the only thing you do care about is money. So that's what I'm going to take from you. Your money. All of it.
You were right, Mr. Keller.
Thanks to you, I never will have to invest in another company.
Mind turning that off, please?
Sounds like Beecher got an inside tip. Somebody must have had a big payday.
Not as big as you'd think. Dana Miller's family got a healthy donation for their suit against Vertanen.
I also heard Lieutenant Gilmore found himself up against some pretty serious corruption charges. Must have upset someone pretty influential.
Eyes on the road, John.
Miss Morgan, stay out of trouble.
Not gonna happen. You got my number.
Hey, what's up you guys? Quick interruption here. As you are no doubt aware, these past few years have been tough on all of us. And there are some things that none of us can hide from. The cost of living, for instance, food and things like electricity, gas, and water have all gone up and they continue to go up. Now, I don't really like to advertise this, but in order to afford keeping the lights on, the camera running, and to be able to provide you guys with new content like this very edit, for example, I feel I need to let you guys know about how you can help support the channel and myself. I have a Patreon that if you pledge to, you're helping support the channel, and in return, you can get a vast amount of content
that you wouldn't regularly get on YouTube, such as full unedited reactions to my regular content, a ton of other shows and movies that you probably don't even know that I've reacted to. A link to this can be found in the description below, and it really does help the channel by keeping me and my very cute cats alive. Think of the cats. If you're interested, you can also check out our website, which is also linked below. Perhaps there's some shows and movies there that you didn't even know that I reacted to, but you always wanted to see. Please know, pledging is entirely your own choice, of course. You're welcome to stay here on YouTube and wait for the edits to come out. No worries. I'm not going anywhere. More edits are coming. I understand not everyone is in the position to support creators, but any help is welcome. Anyways, thank you for your continued support, whether it's through YouTube or on Patreon. You guys are the best. Now please, enjoy the rest of the video.
Alrighty, well that was Person of Interest, Season 1, Episode 6. I wasn't too keen on the like side story with the detective lady, because to be honest, it didn't connect to anything and I just didn't care enough. But I liked the fixer. I liked her. Morgan. I forgot what her first name was. I thought that they had pretty good chemistry together, and like I couldn't help but feel like they were hitting on each other at moments. So I don't know if that's going to do anything. I don't know. Does that mean, is he just gonna keep, like, what does that mean for her driver? Does the driver just go back to the normal guy? Like, I don't know. But yeah, it's good that they were able to like kind of avenge one of the numbers that they couldn't do in the past. So that was nice. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.